Olá, alegria de estar aqui com você. Hoje o nosso programa vai ser excepcional, especial, um pouco maior, não é? Porque nós vamos ter a oportunidade de ouvir uma mensagem muito importante gravada pelo presidente internacional da Sociedade Teosófica, o senhor Tim Boyd, alusiva a esse momento que nós vivemos, o mundo inteiro vive, né? Um momento que exige de nós muita calma, muita reflexão, muita solidariedade. E o Tim Boyd fez uma palestra, ou uma mensagem, digamos assim, realmente muito inspirada, e nós gostaríamos de compartilhá-la com você, ok? Muito obrigado pela sua presença. Vamos ouvir então Tim Boyd.
Well, greetings everyone. This is Tim Boyd, and I wanted to take a few minutes of your time just to share some thoughts about this situation, this moment that we find ourselves embroiled in at the moment. Obviously, this is something, if you're like me, you probably have a few minutes to sit and to listen to just a few thoughts. If you would, I would greatly appreciate it. Obviously, many of you may know me, but for those of you who do not, my name is Tim Boyd, and I have a title, the International President of the Theosophical Society. The Theosophical Society is active in 70 countries around the world, but that's not what this video is about. Actually, that is relatively unimportant because the COVID-19 virus is active in far more countries than that. So I'd just like to say a few things about it. This is not an organizational message. This is a human message. And skipping any sort of terminology, let's just talk about the things that are meaningful to us now. Obviously, around the world, people found themselves faced with a very difficult and, in many ways, unnatural situation. Social distancing is a word that has come into the vocabulary in recent days, and it's something that for many of us is a new and opposite tendency to what is normal for us. Everywhere, this is causing a great deal of anxiety, fear, and in some cases even depression for many, many people. This moment that we find ourselves in right now is new. There is no script for this. There are no previous examples that we can call upon in order to apply those solutions to what we are facing now. It's a new moment. And so in many ways, being new as it is, in a sense, this is a completely creative moment. New patterns, new ways of thinking are called for. How do we access that? Because my perspective draws largely on what's described as the ageless wisdom tradition, we're aware that anything that calls itself goes by the name of wisdom, whether it's religious in nature, philosophical, whether it's scientific. It speaks about a shared environment. The words unity, oneness, interdependence, interconnection are the phrases that are used in speaking about the nature of this universe and this world that we share, that we live in together. These are the phrases. And for many of us, particularly those of us who have found ourselves attracted to a theosophical or an ageless wisdom sort of perspective, these ideas about unity are things that we have found to be very attractive. For most of us, it has been an ideal, which is to say something yet to be realized, or a highly valued theory. But I think that one thing we can all perhaps agree upon is that in this moment of coronavirus pandemic, the idea of interconnection, of interdependence, has moved beyond the realm of theory. This is not something that is a matter of speculation. Now it's a demonstrated fact. Someone sneezes in China and the stock markets crash in New York. Someone hugs a friend in Italy, and 40 million people in California are confined to their homes, to their residence. A businessman shakes a partner's hand in Singapore, and people find themselves dying around the world. Right now, it becomes unarguably clear that we are linked to one another. We are all in this world together. So we share the same air, we share the same water, the same illnesses, the same cures. For those of us who look at the matter perhaps a little bit more deeply, and this is a time for looking more deeply, we can see that not only do we share these same common in physical environments, but we share an environment of emotions, we share an environment of thought. And all of us are continually active and participating in adding to this stream. So more than anything else, this is a moment where the need is clear. And obviously there are certain things that we must do in terms of the medical and the social advice. Those things you have heard over and over again. Do those. But beyond that, there is a deeper need linked to all of the others, and that's the need for self-awareness. Our contribution to this shared stream of thought and of emotion can either help to purify the stream or pollute the stream that we all draw from, that we all live in. This is a moment, the enormity of it for many can feel paralyzing. The common thought is, with the world in turmoil, what is it that little me can do? How can I influence this when I'm so small? This is really the place where we find our deepest creativity. Because the fact of the matter is that this field that we find ourselves in, this moment, is one where a great deal of freedom and a great deal of influence is possible to us. Because in the end, when we boil it all the way down, each one of us has the final say in terms of the thoughts we will think and the emotions we will allow ourselves to magnify and to harbor, if we choose to exercise that. One thing to keep in mind: this moment, like every other moment, will pass. This coronavirus moment is here with us now. It is making its strong impression, but it will pass. All moments do. And then we will find ourselves on the other side of this virus. As we approach that moment, there will be a very different world. that we will be entering into. A different world is awaiting us on the other side of this. So there are two questions it would be well to ask ourselves. One, what is the nature of the world in which we want to live? What does that world look like? What is it like? What are its features? How do we act toward one another? What's the nature of that world? The second question, who do I want to be on the other side of this moment of viral pandemic? And again, these are things we need to think through for ourselves and to make conscious choices. Choices that become habits, habits that become unrecognized in their activity, and that have continuing influence. So how do we go about that? What can we do in this moment? It's important to acknowledge for ourselves that although there are countless theories related to our inner life and a sense of peace, countless theories related to approaches to this virus, we are really not living in a theoretical moment. Right now, for many of us, we have spent years, lifetime, steeping ourselves in this practice of self-awareness, this practice of the cultivation, the realization of deepening states of peace. So these are things that at this time we need to have steeped ourselves in the theory, but the nature of theory is that it is something that requires testing. This is a moment to apply, to test the various theories. And it doesn't require a great deal of elaborate complexity. All I'm going to talk about is some very simple things. Very simple. What do we do? I think particularly when we feel ourselves perhaps in some sense powerless in the face of a situation, one thing that always seems to help is to find something that we can do for someone else. It's remarkable, the uplifting power of doing something unasked for someone else. Whether it's the phone call. I mean, many of us are not that great on the phone. We don't do it that much. Particularly nowadays, texting has become the new talking. But now, I guarantee you call someone confined to home because of some government order, that'll be a welcome call. So call someone, write a letter, connect. In a moment of social distancing, we have to maintain social closeness. And we can't do it physically at the moment, so we find other ways. Also, we have to cultivate our imagination. My father lived to be an old man, and as he got a little bit older, he was always an active man, but he got to the point where he liked to sit and think back, and also sit and imagine. When he was 93 years old, 92 years old, he was planting fruit trees in his garden. So he would like to imagine his garden. So we can imagine. My mother, who was always a very active woman, would see my father sitting down, seemingly looking off in space, and she would say to him, "Ed, why don't you get up and do something instead of just sitting there?" We have this habit of mind. Don't just sit there. Do something. At this particular time, one of the things I might recommend is this. Let's turn that one around. Of course we will do things. Of course we will find ways to act in the physical world. But at the same time, allow yourself this moment and don't just do something. Sit there. Sit and imagine a world suitable to the sort of growth and peace that we all desire for ourselves, for our friends, for our families, for our nations. Expand it if you can. You've got time now. Try it. Imagine. Imagine yourself acting in those ways that you think you aspire to. Give it a try. Doesn't cost you anything. Imagine. Because action follows from thought. It's also probably true that most of you have that book on the shelf that you have been promising yourself. Maybe it's even been a New Year's resolution that you'll read it. Read it. If it's something that's a little deeper than you think you can grasp, read it, turn the pages. You don't have to get it all. Read it. Learn something new. You have the chance now. Study something. Anyone who has access to the internet, if you want to learn a new language, if you want to learn to play an instrument, if you want to learn a new recipe, it's there for you. And the only reason you're not doing it is because you're not making that choice. Basic sort of thing to the physical body is a requirement. Take care of it. Allow yourself to get the necessary rest. Definitely do some form of exercise, even if it's only walking up and down your apartment. Share something. Teach something to someone else. Every one of us has something to give that's unique. You have a story. You have an understanding. You have a book that you've read. You've had a memory of some sort of scripture, a movie. Offer it to others. And at the same time, ask for the offerings of others to you. Although we often emphasize the power of giving, giving is only as potent as our capacity to receive. Open yourself to receive from others. And perhaps most important of all, probably many of you have developed a substantial practice of quiet time, of meditation, of prayer. In these moments, you really do want to make sure that you adhere to that. If you haven't established such a practice, start now. And it's as simple as breathing, if you want to keep it very basic. In terms of prayer life, the simplicity of it is to speak inwardly, whatever our highest aspirations may be, and make it inclusive of all others. As difficult as it may seem, where we have judgments about the ways in which this crisis has been handled, or about the nature of leadership in whatever country we find ourselves. Very often, the test of the quality of our prayer life and meditation is our ability to include those with whom we may have strong disagreements. that the light of the highest may shine within them, that they may be whole, that they may be healed, that the blessing that is they can become open to can shine out into the world. These are basic things. So, in this moment, there's a lot of opportunities for us. It's probably more full than any other time. As often occurs in the wintertime, when everything seems to be inactive outwardly, is when the new life prepares to burst forth. Use this time well. It's a wonderful opportunity, and it will be something necessary for the coming challenges that lie on the other side of this viral moment. As is always the case, I wish you all well. I'm very, very thankful for you taking the time to listen and perhaps contribute your own ideas. We'll see if maybe we can develop this into something else. We'll just see. But I wish you all well. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Here are a few greetings from some of our members around the world.
Dear friends, my name is Arend Heybroek, Chairman of the International Theosophical Center in Naarden, the Netherlands. On behalf of our small community, I'm sending you best wishes for your good health. More than ever, we know we are one with every other.
Hello, my name is John Vorsmans from the New Zealand section in Auckland. I'm sending our best wishes to you all at this time.
Hi, I'm Deepa Padhi from Bhubaneswar, India. Fond greetings to all of you. We can overcome by accepting the fact that we are all together as interconnected and interrelated. Peace in the world starts from within.
Hello, this is Kim Jiu in Paris, France. We will go through this great trial with our mind and heart in tune with love.
Good morning, this is Charlie Romero from the Philippines. In behalf of the Philippine section, we send blessings of love, peace, and good health.
Hola, soy Lizeth Arroyo y desde México les mando un abrazo desde el fondo de mi corazón, deseando se encuentren bien. Unamos nuestros pensamientos de luz y de amor.
Hello, brothers and sisters. This is Vic Hao Chin from the Philippines. We are also under strict lockdown and doing our best to avoid unnecessary contacts. We are sewing washable masks and giving it away to people. This crisis is reminding us that we are all one humanity without borders. What affects one affects the others. Please stay safe. This too will pass.
Hi, this is Maria Artama from Adyar, Chennai, India. I send hearty greetings to all of you in the world in this situation. I wish all the best.
I am Jai Kumar Kannan in Chennai, India. Greetings and best wishes from T.S. Adyar for safe passage through this difficult time.
I'm Barbara Hebert from the United States. On behalf of the members here in the United States, I send our best wishes to each and every one of you.
Hello from Patrizia and Sergio Calvi from Italy. We send you our warmest greetings in these challenging times.
Hi everyone, this is Elena Doval Santos in Cortona in California. We can send thoughts of peace and healing to all those who are in need, and strength to those who might be suffering or are on the front lines of helping others.
Hello, my name is Renee. I live in Auckland, New Zealand. Be strong, be kind, and unite against COVID-19. I send my heartfelt love and best wishes to my sisters and my brothers all over the world.
Hello, this is Lily Chong in Singapore. I'm sending my greetings and best wishes to all of you.
This is Chong Sani from Singapore. On behalf of all the members of the Singapore Lodge Theosophical Society, I send you our greetings and best wishes. Keep well, keep safe.
This is Narendra Shah in Nairobi, Kenya. Let us all respect the laws of the universe and live in harmony with nature. We are all interconnected.
Hello, I am Antonio Girardi from Italy. I send you all my best wishes.
Hello! Hello! My name is Erika Georgiadis, and this is my daughter Elena. We are in Athens, Greece, where we are staying home for the last 2-3 weeks. Stay positive. Be solar. Be strong in front of adversity. And stay home.
Als het lente wordt, dan stuur ik jou tulpen uit Amsterdam. Hello friends, this is Els Reineker from the Netherlands. Let's keep our spirits high these days.
Hi, this is Jan Nicolaas Kind calling in from Brasilia, Brazil. My warmest wishes and love for all those who live in our global village. Let's reflect. Let's rethink, and let's never lose hope.
Torra from Spain. Greetings and best wishes for all of you.
Hi, I'm Marcos from Brasilia, and I send my greetings to you all. We know that karma sometimes looks hard, but is always beneficial in terms of awakening of consciousness. Let's hope that with this crisis, a new era begins with solidarity, compassion, and comprehension.
Hi, I'm Helena in Brazil, and I'm sending my best wishes to you all, and this is Lara.
We are all in this world together.
We're all united together in this world.
We are all in this world together.
We are all in this world together.
We are all together in this world.
We are all in this world together.
Todos estamos unidos en este mundo.
We are all together in this world.
We are all in this world together.
We are all in this together.
We are all in this world together.
And are in this world together.
We are all in this world together.
We are all together in this.
We are all together in this world.
We are all in this world together.
We're all in this together.